And welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Great to be with you. We at the end of the week?
We are. It is a Friday.
Is it? I thought it was Thursday.
in October. I'm going to do the corn maze probably this weekend.
What are you, an Indian?
No, they got a... it's hard to grow corn in Florida because of the heat, but they actually have a corn maze over in Plant City going out towards Orlando, and I think we're going to do that this weekend.
What's a corn maze?
Well, they cut a path through the corn, and you walk through it. So it's a little bit of exercise, a little bit of fun. Maybe get a pumpkin.
Okay, there you go.
Did I say that right?
Halloween pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yes.
That's my Kentucky coming through.
I know. So, I hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. We're always so glad to be here with you. Enjoy it a lot. And we get up every day to come do this show thinking about how can we do better and how can we do better by you, to talk about things that may make a difference in your life. You never know. And sometimes people, we feel so alone and we think, geez, I got this issue and maybe you don't have anybody to talk with about it, or even if you do, they don't quite understand. And the show is, the show serves a lot of purposes for a lot of people. I mean, people listen and watch the show for so many different reasons. And it can be hopefully confirming, if you have issues about things and things that you thought about, say, yeah, I was thinking about that. And you just never know. I mean, it doesn't have to be some monumental, giant event that happens here on the show to make something happen for you. It can be something very subtle that's said by a guest or by me or whomever, a caller, that can have a profound impact. You just don't know. The one thing I've learned over these many years is that health and wellness and well-being are giant variables. They're dimensions that cut across our life and constitute such a major portion of our life. When you think about, even from a societal perspective, all of the institutions that are in place related to people's health, it's amazing. It's an issue. The irony is that somehow, and far too often, it gets short shrift and it gets pushed down the priority list of people in their everyday life. And so what we try to do on the show is just remind ourselves about the importance of our health and our wellness and our well-being. And what little things can we do, or what big things can we do to make those three dimensions of our life better? And if you can, any of you know, listening and watching, even when you just get a cold or a flu or have some sort of minor health issue, how disruptive it can be. And if you can try to imagine being confronted with a major health issue and how your life can be turned upside down and sideways, and what can happen. And I know many of you have had these experiences. You try to get through them, and hopefully you come on the other side of them having great appreciation for your health and what you want to do. I know many of you listen because you're eager and you want to know, and watch because you want to know, what can I do? What can I do better? How can I increase the odds of living a little longer with quality of life? There are no guarantees. There are no certainties. It's all about probability, right? And we live in such a random existence. It's so random. That's evidenced by people seeking to try and take control, which is a waste of time. There's no control. It's an illusion. And it's our response, I believe, in large measure, to the randomness of life. Like Gary was sharing with me, one of his former colleagues in the police department retired, and he and his father decided to go on a trip and go up into the Panhandle, and they were going to travel, and they get off the plane and they go wherever they were going, and his father ends up getting killed. Somebody runs him over. That's random. I mean, and so much of our life is like that. It's random. And so we're looking to, we have our little routines, and we have, we're trying to have this illusion of control. So when your health starts to go on the wane, boy, that can be really intimidating.
Yeah.
It can really unravel a person when you get sick, really sick. So these are just some of my thoughts to share with you about us, as humans. There's a lot of technical stuff that comes across the transom on this show. I get it. A lot of science, a lot of this, and I understand that. But at the most fundamental level, it's about people's lives, our day-to-day life, and how are we doing, and how can we make it, right? So I just thought I'd share that with you. It was on my mind. I think it's important that we keep things in perspective. And you can always call and talk. We love it when you do that. I love talking to you. You can see that when you call. I'll engage you. I'll talk to you. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. If it's on topic, off topic, or no topic at all. Whatever you want, whatever is on your mind, it's good enough for me.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us on Facebook, share us and like us with your friends at Let's Talk Nutrition, on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Let's Talk Nutrition, where everything is archived and closed captioned by date and put up there. And it grows every day. When you subscribe, I get a notice that you subscribe to our channel.
Okay.
So I always try to thank everybody as they subscribe.
Well, good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. A number of stories trending. We keep track. I remember I told you a while back, I said you'd be amazed as to how many food recalls there are all the time. It doesn't get reported on the news. And then I said, to prove my point or to support my assertion, I started reporting on them. And we sort of created a theme here and it happens all the time. Well, guess what? 6.5 million. Wait a minute. 6.5 million. That's a lot of anything, right? Well, how about pounds of beef? 6.5 million pounds of beef recalled over salmonella concerns. Oh, my goodness. An Arizona-based company recalled 6.5 million pounds of beef. They were concerned that the meat had been contaminated. Investigators linked 57 illnesses across 16 states to a company called JBS Tolleson, Inc. It included ground beef and beef patties. 6.5 million pounds. I'm trying to imagine what that would look like if you piled it all up, what that would look like. 6.5 million pounds. In those big trucks, how much do those carry? Those dump trucks, the tons.
Yeah. They carry, what is that? I think they're 10-ton boxes.
I don't know. 10 ton?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to find some image that would capture how much beef that is. Nevertheless, the raw intact beef items were packaged between July 26th and September 7th and were shipped to locations across the country. And according to a press release posted yesterday on the Food and Safety Inspection Service website, the affected products have an estimated an establishment number. It's EST 267 on the package. Man, oh man. 6.5 million pounds. I don't eat meat, so maybe you do. Just keep. I report on these things because I know we have a lot of meat eaters. We'll be right back.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
Commercial messages. The show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. What's that old expression, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, it could be that an apple a day keeps Father Time away, at least for a little while longer. Story trending about a new study talking about apples. How you like them apples? And we know that the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables, these phytonutrients contained in fruits and vegetables, are a gift from nature to us. They also protect the plant, but that's a story for another day, and I've alluded to that and talked about it on the show many times. But it turns out that an apple, just a simple little apple, right? This new research has identified a natural compound found in many types of fruit, for that matter, not only apples, but strawberries, for example, and some vegetables that have the effect of slowing down the aging process. And when you hear me talk about aging on the show, I often talk about this notion of cellular senescence. Cellular senescence. This is when the cells don't divide and stop dividing. You know, mitosis, meiosis, and all of that business. I can talk about that a little bit. Cell division is critical, and maybe when it comes to break, I'll come back with that a little bit. But cellular senescence is one of the hallmarks of aging. And when you reach that kind of condition, the cell is no longer able to divide. If the cells can't divide, what does that mean? You're not replacing cells, and right? You can follow that to the natural consequence on your own. You can figure out what happens. What will eventually happen, the cell starts to release inflammatory agents and signals that prompt the immune system to clear out the damaged cell. That's the natural response for the body. Wants to get rid of this debris. young people, younger bodies, younger biological creatures, they remove senescent cells easily. But as we grow older, it becomes more difficult for the body to do that. And that's just one of the, again, cellular senescence and the inability to remove these dead cells out is one of the hallmarks of aging. And when you build up when you accumulate a large number of these damaged cells, that gives rise, as I just alluded to low-level inflammation and then tissue breakdown. You don't need a degree in biology or medicine or anything, any health-related science to figure out, well, that doesn't even sound good. It's not good. In a previous study, it was published in Nature Medicine, a journal called Nature Medicine. There were some researchers at the University of Minnesota Medical School in Minneapolis and the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, noticed that what they call senolytics. Well, what are those? Those are molecules that target and destroy these sentient cells to slow down or prevent the aging process. Wow. And can effectively prolong. If you can prolong the cell, that means the tissues, the organs, the organ system, and it all begins on a cellular level. You're going to live longer and protect the cell. So, you say, well, how do you do that? Because the natural consequence of aging is cellular senescence. Cells quit dividing as rapidly and as efficiently. And you have all this cellular debris all over the place causing inflammation. Cells and tissues start to break down. Organ systems start to break down. That's part of aging. There's much more, but that's just one little slice of it. So, these researchers said for this new study that even if you apply this later in the lifespan, these senolytics, these molecules, are still able to have a good effect and reduce the burden of these senescent cells. This is good. This is good news. This is all by eating an apple. So some of the scientists involved in the study, followed by the name of Dr. Paul Robbins from the University of Minnesota tried to identify which of these senolytic molecules would be most effective in slowing down the aging process. The new study appears in a journal called eBiomedicine. I give you this information because some people like to go and find these studies on their own. In this new study, the researchers tested 10 flavonoids, these phytonutrients you find in fruits and vegetables. They're naturally occurring compounds, and they have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties, these flavonoids. So, of all the compounds that they looked into, the one that was most effective was one that's called fistine, which naturally occurs in many fruits and vegetables, including apples, strawberries, onions, and cucumbers. Fistine. The recent studies found that consuming these foods will slow it down. What they did was they took these compounds, they did an experiment with mice, and they treated the mice with this fistine, F-I-S-T-E-I-N. And what they observed was a reduction in the levels of senescent cells, a prolonged lifespan, all of which contributed to better health in the mice. Now, this is experimental. I get that, but it can extrapolate to humans. I'll come back. I'll tell you more.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilla Max, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Well, an apple a day apparently helps keep Father Time away. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, here's how to connect.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Follow us on Facebook, share us and like us with your friends at Let's Talk Nutrition, on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to that YouTube channel. We've got over 52,000 views now at Let's Talk Nutrition, where everything is closed captioned and it's archived by date. And I just posted the two stories we were talking about to Instagram and our Facebook. So if you're looking for those stories, you can go there and find them.
Well, apparently there are flavonoids in fruits and vegetables, in apples and strawberries, for example. There's this compound called fistin. It's a flavonoid. And they did an experiment with mice, and they found out that the fistin was able, when they treated the mice with this fistin, they saw reduced levels of senescent cells. In other words, cells dying because of aging, and prolonged lifespan in the mice, which contributed to their overall health. Now, this is in the experimental stage, of course, I understand. But nevertheless, Dr. Robbins suggested that these results suggest that we can extend the period of health, termed health span, even towards the end of life. This compound was administered to these mice that were, a little older. So even later in life, they had a good effect. So it's just one little piece. But this whole business of cellular senescence, it is a hallmark of aging. It is what causes us to look older. It's part of what causes us to look older. The breakdown, everything begins and ends on a cellular level, right? Life begins and ends, aging begins and ends on a cellular level. In one little cell, so much goes on. It's among the aging processes. It's just one of the processes, and it underlies chronic diseases. It contributes to loss of resilience, and these molecules called senolytics will induce senescent cell apoptosis. In other words, they will get rid of these dying cells. They delay or alleviate all kinds of disorders in preclinical studies. So these compounds are miraculous in what they can do. And it's all about the food, right? Food is chemistry. It is. It is. And we need to understand these chemical compounds and how they behave and how they behave in us and what contribution they can make. So these senolytic molecules are very effective and safe. They've been proven to be so in clinical trials, and they can be transformative in how we age. And it's just one little thing, eating an apple, right? Eating some strawberries. That's why I keep saying a plant-based diet. You will not find these compounds in meat. You won't. You get protein in meat, but you won't find these kinds of compounds in meat. They only come from plants. And so when you eliminate plants from your diet and you're eating a highly processed food diet, you're guaranteed to be ridden with inflammation sooner or later. Why? Because you don't have the chemical makeup to deal with the inflammation. And you can't just rely, you're not feeding your body for it to even mount a defense. These things happen because it all tracks back to food and lifestyle, how we live, enough sleep and rest, exercise, managing stress, basic fundamental things. Now, speaking of lifestyle, fundamental things. You recall, several weeks ago, I reported on a study where they were talking about not even one drink of alcohol was safe. Well, there's another study just came out that's trending now. It's casting doubt on the so-called health benefits of even light alcohol consumption. There is a theory out there, or a hypothesis, not so much a theory, maybe, that alcohol can contribute, for example, to cardiovascular health. Okay, that's been around a long time. There's even some research to support it. But now I'm starting to see more studies saying alcohol in any amount should be off the table, no pun intended. Researchers from Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis they looked at data of more than 400,000 people, pretty large sample, and they discovered that consuming 1 or 2 drinks 4 or more times a week increases the risk of premature death by 20%. You say, well, that's no big deal, 20%. What if I took 20% off your life right now? Let's say you were, all things being equal, you're supposed to live to be 80. And now we reduce your life by 20%.
16 years.
There you go. So is 20% a big number? Absolutely. Absolutely. It gets more complicated, they said. The study discovered that drinking 1 or 2 drinks 4 days or more per week lowered your risk for cardiovascular disease. I just said that. So there's a benefit. But what else did it do? It increased cancer risk. So now, there's the dilemma. I can improve my heart health, but I put myself at risk for cancer. Let's be realistic now. What are the odds? Alcohol, no pun intended, is ingrained. Is ingrained in our culture. Literally. It's not going anywhere. People are not going to stop drinking alcohol. It's not going to happen. We tried that experiment called prohibition. It didn't work. People like alcohol. They like the way it makes them feel. And it's part of social life. It's part of life. So reporting on these studies, I often wonder, say, well, people are going to say, yeah. People are going to drink. And every culture, you're hard-pressed to find one culture or society in which alcohol is not part of the society or culture. So that's realistic. But, even moderate drinking, light drinking, puts people at risk for premature death. Now, this is one study. You do get a cardiovascular benefit. But, so you can imagine what excessive drinking would do. If you decrease your life by 20%, what excessive drinking might do. Maybe 40%? I don't know.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
On YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.